All right, listen up, people. Moving along here. Flying like a herd of turtles. What's going on? We're about the moon again. Got to keep on banging his moon drum, boy. Oh my God. We got some cognitive dissonance. We've been zombified. The zombie wolf is coming, eating everybody's brain out. People just can't see it. They just can't see these images on the moon. They can't see what the moon does with the ice age. They just can't grasp any of it. I don't know what to do anymore. I'll just keep throwing out these videos until everybody freaking gets on board, you know? Alright, let's move on. There is something about the moon. There really is. Alright, now don't be pulling back again, you know? Let this stuff seep in. You know, I'm not selling timeshares at Jonestown here. We're actually selling salvation. We got the answers. The answers are right here at YouTube University. All right, we're going to go into a couple of obvious ancient symbols that have been down here so long and up in the heavens so long, people don't even know where they came from. They're going way back. Way back. All right, this is Capricorn, the goatfish, December, you know, that's a, one of those zodiac symbols. It's up in the sky. Here's Augustus, a coin from good old Roman times, which we're currently repeating right now. And there it is. There's the goatfish. Augustus adopted the symbol of Capricorn, even though he wasn't even born anywhere close to, you know, the Capricorn symbol. And then this is two real critical symbols here. We got Capricorn. We got the crab, which is Cancer. We have these two tropics. The two tropics are named after these guys, and you have these two tropics actually on the face of the moon, which we're going to see momentarily. All right, here's some, there's another couple of coins. So the coins are riddled with these images here, you know. And they've came from a lot further back in history, you know, prior to this interglacial period, probably going back hundreds of thousands of years. These symbols have been here, just like humans have been down here, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of years. And this last run that we've had is going about 800,000 years with the last terraforming with the pyramids. But that's another topic we're going to get into. And we don't want to skip that video. There's a dude jumping up and down in Australia. He's at the Tropic of Capricorn. And then we got a federal highway in Mexico. And you see these signs, they're actually years. They represent the location of the shadow. And you'll notice the shadow is marching south. That's because the Earth is in a tilt change right now. It's tilting back to the Ice Age tilt, which is about 19 degrees, 4 some odd degrees away from where we're at right now. The current rate, it would take like 10,000 years to get there, but the rate of speed of the tilt is based on the ice-water ratios. Check out my other videos where I challenge Milutin Milankovitch and Al Gore and anybody else that's got any ideas of what's going on, which they don't. And they're pretty honest about it. They'll tell you what they think happens, but nobody supplies any mechanics. I, on the other hand, am the first individual to actually supply mechanics. And those mechanics are based on the ice-water ratio and the moon drag. It's pretty simple. Go spin a basketball around and put your hand on it. You'll notice it slows down. It's the same fundamental processes going on. All right, here we got the gateway to the sun. Is that Pumapuco or Tiwanaku, whatever? It's 4 degrees off. You know, so the summer solstice at Cancer, it's 4 degrees out of direct angle going through the gateway. You know why? Because we're 4 degrees off of where the normal gateway is, which is in the Ice Age tilt of 19.4 degrees. So once we go back to our 19-degree tilt, dress warm, you know. And besides that, tell Trump not to build the wall, because you'll be jumping that wall trying to get back down to warmer ground, you know, warmer area, more temperate. Anyways, That's my political statement for the video. And then, what do you call it? He's going to build a wall and sell ladders anyway, so you'll be able to buy a ladder and hop over it anyhow. Don't worry about it. They're already gobbling up all the ladder companies. Just kidding. Well, I hope I am. You never know. Yeah, you never know. Anyways, yeah, it's the gateway. So this is just you know, a little bit more information. You know, the people that put these old geoglyphs up, giant megaliths. It's instrumentation. You know, we don't have any. I mean, we don't have any instrumentation that it's you know, pretty. It's pretty lame right now. With, you know, we're sticking obelisks up and we're doing this, that, and the other thing. But we just, you know, just clueless. You know, so you know, it's back to the ancients. They left us some stuff to look at. We can still take measurements off it. It's still dialed in pretty damn, you know, tight to where it originally was. That's because, unbeknownst to everybody on the planet, besides a few of us, the continents are pinned in place. They don't move. Get into my gravity theory. Check out my other gravity videos, and you'll get you know, elevated to a higher state of understanding of what is going on the planet. All right, here we go. We got some got a nice map here. Yeah, this thing doesn't. You really don't see this. Very little reflection, you know, with this laser beam. Anyways, Tropic of Cancer up here, Tropic of Capricorn down there, goes for Australia, South America, Africa, and up here it's you know, North America, Africa, Asia, Middle East, blah blah blah. Just to show you what's going on. I mean, these are the images that are I mean, these symbols are relative to Earth, and they're also relative to the moon, as you will see in the next few images. This is an untouched picture of the moon. It's just a picture of the moon. It's got dark images on it. How many moons are there? 545 moons in our solar system, and not a one has shaded areas that are discernible images that even remotely look like anything. Now, what you're going to learn in the next couple of minutes is that we have some unbelievable geometry of the goldfish, a man's face, a claw, which is kind of, you know, pretty simple image, and then a cobra head with two eyes. Adgad. There was an old pagan religion in the Middle East before Islam, and they used to, you know, pray to the god, the five-eyed god that was on the moon. And lo and behold, there are 5 eyes on the moon. I'm going to show you those eyes in a very short amount of time. So just sit back, let it seep in, people. Don't fight it, and make sure you pass this stuff along. Share this video and get it out there, because this is the real deal. This stuff is going to make you know, all the difference in you know, your species of survival. You know, whether you want to, you know, have your family survive or just, you know, freeze, whatever. But you know, it's up to you. You know, the more information you got, the more educated you are, and the better decisions you can make. All right, here's an artist rendition of the you know, man of the moon, the claw, the cobra, and the goatfish. Let's see if this foolish thing works now. Yeah, maybe a little bit on. You can't really see much there. I'll use the stick. Anyways, here's the 2 eyes of the cobra. Here's the claw. This is the sea. This represents the torque between both symbols, which are the Ice Age. The Ice Age is Cancer, and it takes on a different meaning up in the moon. And then Capricorn is the interglacial period. So there's a torque between these two symbols. And of course, you got the man of the moon, which is Khonsu, and you know, he was the only begotten son of Amun, the creator god. He gave Khonsu the moon to drive, and drive he does. He does a good job driving the moon. There's another picture with the symbols identified. So there are dots in the sea, and you know, your globes today, all your globes. I don't have one around me right now, but you got the globes. They all have these, you know, little C-clips that hold the globe, hold the Earth in place. And then they have a unit of measurement on it. Well, that's it. That's the torque. These are very ancient jewelry symbols too, torque bracelets, which they still sell today. I mean, you can still get them if you want, but they're available, and they're just you know, that's what they represent. So you see the ancient text, steles, what do you call it? Clay tablets and hieroglyphs with you know, the gods having these torque bracelets on there, because they understood the knowledge of the moon. And here we go. There's a picture of our moon. Now you'll see the eyeball here. You can see the eye, see the outline of the face. Not a real good picture. I blew it up too much, but I actually took this on my telescope up on a mountain, Greylock Mountain, back in what is it, 2015? Yeah, it was during the lunar eclipse, and with my esteemed colleague, and we put this together. I can go on my Facebook page. I got Facebook, the Moon Group. There's something about the moon, and you'll see this picture. It's much better. It'll just blow your mind when you see this picture on your laptop or your cell phone. Anyways, here's another picture of the moon. Again, you can see this guy's eye. You can see the ear. You see the face. This is what's left of Capricorn, blown to smithereens, and that's the end of the tail of the cobra's tail. Here's Khonsu. He's you know, he's holding up the poles. This stele is loaded with symbology. I'm not going to get into all of it, but I mean, he's holding some of the what do you call it? The zodiac symbols by the tails. He got the two cobras holding up on the side, and on the bottom, which is more important, is the bottom of the stele. You can go check this stele out. It's all over the internet, and even in Egypt, check it out. But he's standing on two crocs, and then on the side of each tail is square, oh, not square, they're rectangular, what do you call it? Images or carvings that represent months. And these, the one on his right, or your left, has 70 of these rectangular little carvings, and the one on the left has 40, so that's 110. That's half a Metonic moon cycle, 110 months. So again, you know, these people knew about the Metonic moon cycle because they probably were the ones that actually invented it, you know. So anyways, these are the you know, these are the end all be all characters and the lineage back to the great architects, the gods, you know, you can find this stuff in the Akashic records, or you know, the libraries there, and you know, the galactic plane, and you know, that this is they're scattered about. There's little bits and bobs of information here and there. Again, here's the image of the cobra. Notice the two eyeballs. The geometry is perfect. You know, he even got darker rings around the whites of his eyes, and you can see the cobra, the head that it makes. You know, the outer what do you call it? The skin of his neck there. So again, it's unmistakable. It's unbelievable imagery, and it's still there, and it's still intact. So we, as humans, could see it. It was put up there for a reason. It's instrumentation, so we can know where we are in the larger cycles, in particular the interglacial and the Ice Age. The Ice Age is 104,000 years long. Interglacial generally lasts about 13,000 some odd years, but I'm gonna release the my prediction of when the Ice Age is gonna come in, and actually we're in a very lucky position this time around because of, well, I might as well throw a little bit out there. It's the Younger Dryas period, which I'll get into in another video, but that stopped the melting of the ice for about 1,200 years, 1,000 years, and so that said, that's 1,000 more years that we're going to get at the back end of our Ice Age, interglacial period, sorry. So it's 1,000 more years. It generally, if you look at the ice core samples, the interglacial periods last about 13,500 years. Well, which what we're at right now. We're tipping the scale at 13,500. And that said, the Younger Dryas period, actually, we went into ice building mode and took a deep freeze. We didn't melt. So we're behind in the melt, which you could see obviously at the poles, especially Antarctica and the Greenland ice sheet. So you're looking at probably another 1,000 years before the ice age actually comes into full swing, even though we are tilting back into an ice age. With, like I said before, it's marching south with the shadow stamps that they're doing on that federal highway in Mexico. But anyways, that's a little tidbit of information. Do the math; it's pretty simple. And you look at the ice samples. If some ice samples show a Younger Dryas period in it, and some don't. The ones that don't, they only last anywhere from 10 to 13,000 years. So the ones that have those big drops in the middle of the interglacial periods, they actually have a longer ice age, interglacial period. Jeez, I gotta get together here. Interglacial period. All right, here we go with the moons again. 545 moons, and guess who looked at every one of them? Yeah, well, every one that was that I could get a picture of that's available, and nothing of any discernible imagery. Now I have pareidolia, so I mean, if there's an image to be seen, I will make one. But there was nothing at all that even come close to anything that is conceivable with eyes, because that's how pareidolia works. It works with eyes, and for the most part, or facial features, or some kind of it's a facial type of configuration that the mind locks in on. It's I think it goes back to some prehistoric defense mechanism where you could tell friend or foe right away, and you could run quick or strike first, whatever. I prefer the running stuff, but hey, to get in the corner, you might have to strike first. So anyways, again, 545 moons in our solar system, and we don't have anything that even comes close to an image, and yet we got 5 images on our moon. Our moon. Ooh, check it out. Our moon, and just check it out yourself. Get your binoculars out. If you're down by, if you're lucky enough to live by the ocean, which I think a good percentage of the population on planet Earth does, they live. I think it's like 60 to 70% of the human population on the ocean. So you check a moonrise or a moonset in the ocean, because of the lensing capability of the atmosphere, it blows these images right up. You can see it with the naked eye, or a cheap pair of sunglasses, binoculars. Or you could get a weak telescope. You don't want a very strong telescope. You don't want to be dialing right in on the on craters. You want to look at the whole picture of the moon, or a third of it or half of it when you lock into it. But it's got to be during a full moon to see these images. And the moon is the driver of the interglacial and the ice ages. It's based on the ice-water ratios. I got the equations. My other videos got it all. And moving right along at the speed of sound here. There is something about the moon. I wrote with my co-author, researcher, and esteemed colleague, Wendy Salter, and we put this book together. And we put all the imagery together. We've pulled it back out of the archives of the ancient societies on the earth that still have remnants of this technology, because this is what we're talking about. We're talking some serious technology here. And then Pyramid Gravity Force, my first edition, is going to be gone. So if you're into mistakes and books that don't make any sense, just kidding. There's a few things I kind of lost control over, but yeah, check it out. PyramidGravityForce.com and TSATMoon.com. The 2 best books out there on the planet Earth right now. Okay, people, keeping it real. Remember, when the head comes away from the neck, it's over.